tayo. Look at you.
Yeah, you bad.
Hello. Can I pet your chin?
Baba.
Oh, let's show everyone your chin.
Baba.
Show everyone your
Oh,
nice chin.
baby.
Oh, look at you.
Baby.
Yes.
Baby.
Oh, she's cute. Are you
so
cute, Are you cute, man?
Nyla.
Look at that little face. Look at that. Can I have a kiss? Can I have a kiss? Kiss. No? No kiss for mine? Thank you. That was so nice. That was like a never kiss. Oh, look at that.
Baby.
I love you. Okay, so Colleen brought home this really cool photo prop for dolls. Not the background, obviously. So would you like to explain where this rock formation has come from?
So, in the history class in my school, this was just kind of laying around, and I said it was cool. And the history teacher said, well, it will probably get thrown away at the end of the year if nobody takes it home. So I checked with the kids, and if you want to take it home, you can. And I'm like, yeah, that's like a free photo prop for dolls. So this was actually made to be like some kind of like war replica. I think it was like Civil War or something. There were like army dudes on it, and a stick poking up right over here, and a few things. But basically I added some flowers. I took off the army dudes, and Shelly cut the popsicle stick.
And we're gonna give the army dudes to our relative Ray, who makes like miniature models. He kind of makes things like this, and I'm pretty sure this is all just like that spray insulation foam that's been like painted and had fake moss added to it.
Well, I just thought it would be really fun because I thought it would be a nice three-dimensional prop to make the doll sit on. And it worked out good. So in less than a week, this has gone from being a like war like model as someone's history project to being Barbie's picnic grounds.
Yep. So this is,
Lydia's sitting over a spot on the foam that Shelly needs to touch up a few things.
yeah, I'm actually probably gonna glue some of those flowers to the back too, because I have so many. So I did something bad. I bought more scrapbook paper. I am honestly not ashamed of myself, but I did feel a bit of like, I shouldn't have done that, I didn't need that. But let me explain what happened. So I have this babysitter's baby doll, which I would show you, but he's currently living in that case right now, who has like almost no paint left on his hair, her hair. It's completely, like all the paint came off. And so I wanted to obviously touch up the paint and like repaint the hair. However, the sealer that I have been using, it was really cheap stuff. I want to say it was either from Michael's or Walmart, and while it does keep the paint on and like you can wash the doll and it's lasted for years, I have like my custom Odette was sealed with that and it's lasted on like a large surface like hair, especially on guy dolls, it tends to go sticky, like on, where is he? Like on Leroy, Water Jewel Magic Aladdin. Can you hear that? It's like sticky, it's tacky. And he gets little like hair stuck to him. So that's what happens when I use that sealer. Even if I only do one coat, it won't initially look sticky, but then in time it gets kind of sticky. And I don't like that because it attracts dust and stuff. So I decided to get a slightly better brand of sealer. So this is the Liquitex brand, and this was originally $12, but I had a 40% off coupon. So because I really needed this in order to fix that baby doll, we had to go to Michael's. But of course I checked online to make sure that I would actually make the trip worthwhile, because it's not like super close to us, and they had deals on the scrapbook paper. Now you never really know when you look online what the deal in store is going to be, but these were actually priced at $5 each, which was nice because we didn't have to get a certain number, but we did end up getting 3. And I actually ended up not paying anything for the sealer or these papers because Colleen had gotten a gift card. She really wanted this pad of scrapbook paper because it has unicorns. I'll flip through it really quick. And unicorns are Colleen's favorite quote-unquote animal. And the reason why she wanted this is because we have a My Story Stacy photo that we technically already reshot, but it was like the first one we ever retook, and that we barely had any backgrounds, and the one we used was, it's just not really great for photographing blonde dolls against. So she was talking about what she kind of wanted, and she wanted like unicorns and fantasy stuff instead for when she reshoots it. So this is the perfect kind of paper, and I don't have any backgrounds like this. And that being said, that's why I got this Kawaii Dream pack, because I don't have a lot of like cartoon cutesy stuff. I have mostly flowers and beaches and forests and things like that, nature-y kind of things. But this one is really cute. It has like little things with faces and different hearts. So cute. And we already know like some photos that we want to use these when I make the backgrounds, that we want to use them for. And then this book I wanted last time I bought scrapbook paper a few months ago, but it turned out to not be on sale. Someone just put it in the sale section by accident, but it was this time. And again, while I have some fall themed stuff, I just love this one. It's like a really good pad. Because I didn't have any more cardboard and I really didn't have much contact paper left, I went to Walmart and I got 4 rolls of contact paper, a big thing of school glue, because this is cheaper than the Mod Podge, and then I have 6 boxes.
So I have a really methodical way of going about making these backdrops when I'm using scrapbook paper. In the past, when I filmed some of this footage for Dolly Diaries, I was using like posters and things, but this was a very precise set of measurements because all of these sheets are exactly 12 by 12. Unfortunately, the cardboard boxes that I recommended in my tutorial for making backdrops, they didn't have them at Walmart this time. They've changed the size slightly, so I had to cut them a different way, but that's alright. It ended up working out just fine. What I'm doing is I like to rip out every page from the pad, because I'm trying to use every single page from each pad instead of in the beginning where I would just grab the ones I really liked, because I want to get all my money's worth. And also, obviously, the pages in a pad are made to look good together. So here I have ripped them out, and I'm putting them into piles based on what I kind of want to get out of them. So for this fall one, I have one that has 2-sided outdoor shots, and then like the other box will be 2 kind of indoor themed ones, so food and candles, things like that. So you can see I'm piling them together, and then what I'll do is I'll break those up further and lay them out next to each other and kind of see which ones I want side by side, and then I put them in a pile and have like 4 different stacks, and then I go about gluing. And then here in the next shot, I had to take off all the perforation on the tops of each sheet, but normally I don't have to do that. And this is where I'm gluing everything down. I actually poured the Elmer's glue into the Mod Podge canister. It's a little bit thicker than the Mod Podge, and so you have to be really careful not to put too much down or it makes the paper wrinkle, but other than that, it gets the job done the same, and it's cheaper. It was like $7 for that big thing of glue rather than the $11 for the big thing of Mod Podge. And I'm just sponging it on and gluing them all down. And instead of moving like and doing the whole bottom row and the whole top row, I've gotten into the habit of like doing, as you can see, like one whole section. So I'm doing the bottom and then the top, and then the bottom and then the top. And that was also better for me because I hurt my knee recently and I didn't want to be like moving back and forth on the carpet, but as you can see I'm able to sit on my knee, so it's gotten a lot better, but it kind of feels bruised almost, and it's still a tiny bit swollen, so I don't like to push my luck. So this is just really chill. It takes me a while to plan it all out, and then obviously to put the contact paper over it and tape everything up, but it's worth the extra effort to make sure everything gets glued down nicely and that all the pages are laid out in the most aesthetically pleasing way. And the funny thing is about this backdrop that I'm gluing now, Colleen needed it for photos she was setting up like that day, so these do get used. I know it seems like we have a lot of backdrops, but we get a lot of use out of them for many different things, so it's just something I like to do.
See, I wasn't lying when I said that these backdrops were going to come into use right away. So this is the cloud background. On the back side is the unicorn,
Which I specifically requested for my Stacy My Stories, because I'm retaking it
as
again.
I mentioned. You can see we hide stuff behind here when we photograph. So This is actually for a thumbnail, which I know it might seem weird to reshoot pictures for thumbnails, but see, on Flickr, like, I also will put a picture of, like, you know, oh hey, I've uploaded a video. So I spend a lot of time because on Flickr it's all about the photo. So that's why I spend all this time. Like, our photos all serve like a purpose. People are always asking me, like, why don't you have an Instagram? Why don't you have like a place just to put pretty doll pictures? We don't spend all the time setting stuff up just because like we feel like setting something up. It's more like it's a thumbnail, or there's an essay that goes with it. So that's why we take the time to do these. It like has like a purpose. I mean, doll photography is fun, but I wouldn't sit and consider myself like a fabulous photographer. Like, I don't take pictures of dolls like just randomly, I guess. So
I was a little bit constrained with this photo because, so this was for a Dolly Diaries episode that also dueled as a mini Ever After High collection. Shelly's EAH collection has literally almost doubled in the time since we filmed that.
yep.
So I didn't want to use anyone that wasn't in the original video because I didn't want to confuse anyone. So the only doll who's been added since last time was for me as rare as Holly, because we had Holly, but what had happened, she was in the video, but what happened was
This cape stained her face in storage.
And then weirdly the stain went away with no stain treatment, remember?
Yeah, on its own. I had just had her upstairs for a few days because it wasn't sunny and it went away. So that's why she wasn't in there. Fun fact, little things like that happen all the time. We're like, oh, we meant to put someone in a picture, but we didn't, or we couldn't. So it's just really cute.
Cinderella and Mercedes were the worst models ever. There was a lot of fighting going on to get them to stand like that. I actually did them last in case they took out the whole, like, so they didn't keep taking out themselves and other people.
So cute. I can't believe this was all the only ones I had because I'm not seeing like a bunch of my newer faces that I love very much.
I know.
So we're about to film my Beauty and the Beast collection video because I just kind of felt like it. This is the old inventory, and I'm printing out the new one here, which is different font and stuff. Because there's like 7 dolls, because there's 6 sticky notes, and then there's a write-in. So that way it flows nicely when we set them up. That's why I usually have to do this before I do collection videos, because I'm obviously not going to reprint all that often. So I kind of have that like feeling of those stupid videos on YouTube of like buying everything I want, but not really, because I feel guilty when I buy stuff. However, I did buy a few things that weren't for myself at Walmart. So I needed more of these sponges because these I use when I make backdrops. I had a bunch of these because I used to have a bunch of packs of paintbrushes I bought, but Oliver literally ate 2 of these on me. Then I had to get more tape because I tape all around the edges, so most of these aren't fully taped. It just keeps the contact paper intact longer. It's almost like the whole thing is laminated. And I'm so bad. I spent $4-ish on little beads for the dolls. Colleen and I picked through. So I love wooden beads, and I've used a lot of mine, and these are like so cool. These
Pocahontas.
Yes, these little blue ones with gold are like so classy. These are really funky and cool, and they're not really that practical, but I just fell in love with them. Then these towels are all for the guinea pigs' new fleece bedding. So let me explain. So I decided to get them all new bedding, and if you've seen like the guinea pigs in the background, they have like butterflies and tie-dye. But the problem was,
and it was so cute.
However, I forgot to wash the towels. I wicked the fleece, but I didn't think to wash the towels. So I washed them, and the darn thing shrank, and there's like 6 inches. And so I felt all bad, and I decided, since it was Roxy's birthday, that I would treat them to more fleece. I've been wanting to do this for a while, but I feel kind of like guilty, and I wanted to get them like the better fleece. Disney Princess.
Roxy's gonna be pooping right on Jasmine.
This is Princess Jasmine on it. This is gonna make one front and back. I could get plain fleece to do the back side, but sometimes like I don't have like one side I put down. So if like one gets kind of stained or isn't as nice, I'll just flip it over each time I wash it. It just makes it easier because I feel like you get more use out of it. And then we got these really cute, that was expensive, that was like $10. This is pink elephants.
So
they actually had pink elephants before, but they weren't as cute. And then we got their like unicorn faces. And then this is one of my favorites. This is llama or like alpaca. And Then I got this last one, and it's actually for the boys, for the chins. So I got them Batman. Now they didn't like really need it. They have like pea pod bedding that's not that old. However, when we got the chins and we went out and we bought the fleece for them, they barely had enough. We used the last of the pea pod bedding they had, so I was short some. So I had to like take cuts and like sew it. My sewing skills are really horrible.
So I wanted to film a clip of the girls for Roxy's birthday. It's not Yaya's birthday, but I didn't want Yaya to feel left out. I didn't want Yaya to feel left out. I love you, Yaya. Yeah, so we got Roxy 4 years ago. It was my last day of school, the first year I worked in my classroom. I love, what are you doing? And we saw a sign for free guinea pigs. It said, Shelly, do you want one? And I mean, she had wanted one, like right after Dad died. Shelly kind of casually brought up. I'm sorry, Isla's making the funniest face right now, and I just love it. Shelly had brought up, oh, I'd like another guinea pig someday. I'm like, not right now. Let's wait till I have a job and the house is clean. So when I said to Shelly, oh, do you want one? Shelly was all taken aback, and she's like, really? It's that easy to get you on board? And I'm like, well, the house is clean and I have a job, so I think now is a good time to bring Roxy into the family. And I think that was a big step for us, because if I didn't honestly think that Shelly and I could like somehow pull things together on our own after losing Dad, like if I didn't think we'd be able to keep the house and stuff, I wouldn't have wanted to bring Roxy into the family. So I obviously felt secure enough in the fact that we'd be okay if I was willing to adopt this sweet little creature. I don't know how old she was. Honestly, they didn't even know whether she was a boy or a girl when we took her in. They told us she was a boy, so we were going to call her Rodney. And then we realized she was a Roxy, not a Rodney. And she's just been like such a blessing in our lives. We didn't really adopt just a guinea pig. We adopted a lifestyle. Like, we got really into pets after that, and we both ended up not eating meat anymore. I wish Nevaeh were here. Her birthday would have been on July 1st, because that's when we got her at PetSmart. And I'm really sad that... Are you talking to me? What are you talking about, baby? You are so sweet. I would have loved to have Nevaeh here to celebrate her birthday, but I think that after losing Nevaeh, I really like... Not that I ever took them for granted, any of them. I mean, I love them all, but I especially don't take them for granted now. Like, even Andy and Ollie, who we've had them for years. We've actually had Andy and Oliver since I was in college. Andy since my first year of college, and Ollie since the summer right after. So, we've had them a long time, and I don't take any of them for granted after losing Nevaeh, because, I mean, she was healthy, and then she got sick, and a couple of weeks later she was gone, and we weren't expecting that. We never thought, you know, that would happen. They're just really great animals, and I'm really blessed that we have them. And I just wanted to wish Roxy a very happy birthday. What are you doing, baby? She probably pooped all over the couch. But yeah, they're really good. So, happy birthday to Roxy.
The day we brought Roxy home, she was unloved, uncared for, in her own squalor, in a hoarding situation, and this was when we first met. And this is a few days later, after we got Phoebe too. They were playing on the dining room rug. This is one of the few pictures we have of Phoebe and Roxy together. And Phoebe's beautiful face, she was so gorgeous and sweet. This is when we got Nevaeh, the day we got her. She was so tiny and scared, even though she had been feisty at the pet store. I was so sad that she was so scared. And then this is after their very first bath together. They look so cute in the towel. And this is my favorite picture of all time. I've shown it plenty of times before. And this is one of them together and calling shirt. And this is the day we got little Isla. She was so tiny. And here she is just hanging out in the cage. And this is also the day we got Isla, and this is how she compared to the size of the other two. But a few months later, she was actually the size of Nevaeh. And these are just some other really cute pictures. Because my pets are more than just pets. They're family. They've changed my life. They have little hearts that beat. They know when they're hungry, when they're scared, and when they're happy. And I wouldn't trade them for anything in the world. And this is our last Christmas with Nevaeh. This was my favorite part. We called her Burrito Pig when she climbed into Colleen's hoodie. She used to love snuggling in there. And some of the cats and the pets together, they get along for the most part, even if the cats do get jealous. Especially this one of Nevaeh and Andy. It's so cute. And these are more pictures of them together with the cats. And this is my favorite picture with me and Roxxi in it together. I just brought her on Colleen's bed when they got the alligator. And then this next picture is their first time being outside in 2018. And this is their picture for my birthday. Colleen put them all together.
So right now I'm working on what's called a 3-take. I believe my Stacy My Story picture was like one of the first, if not the first, like original My Story post. And I believe it was also my very first retake. The problem is, as you can see, the quality of Ginny just isn't that good. Or Stacy for that matter, because they're blonde and they're standing against the background with the roses. Now I like the background with the roses, it can do great things, but I find that if the dolls are blonde, it just doesn't do them any favors. As you can see, Ginny's kind of like fading into the background here. So sometimes it's about using a good backdrop. Also, I forgot to get Whitney's glasses, and even though you can see her face better, I just love her glasses, so I'm probably going to add her glasses, or hopefully remember to add her glasses this time. So what I'm using instead is the unicorns. I actually talked Shelly into like buying this paper just for this photo because I wanted something like magical. Something that it could be a real little girl's bedroom, but it also had a fantasy element to it. So I finished setting up my Stacy stuff. Basically, I used the same 3 play sets that I've been using since the original. I just went into a lot of detail. I don't know if all the details will show when it's all said and done, but like, you know, I put like Polly Pockets in the Polly Pocket Stacy clothing items that I had available. So hello, Mom.
Hi. What's your belly?
So, reason Roxy's getting a bath tonight, even though it's like almost dinner time. Oh, Roxy.
What's wrong with having those clean baths?
Conveniently, Shelly just washed all the dishes, so the sink was free. The thing is, Shelly put her on my lap, and
Yes, me too.
now, well, yes, okay, in fairness, I should say, I asked Shelly to put Roxy on my lap, and Shelly said she's dirty, and you still want her, and I held out my hand.
It's wet because Roxy doesn't, like most guinea pigs, will lift their bum up to pee. Like, you know, I let Nevaeh both like do that. Nevaeh would actually like go and pee in a different spot. She wouldn't just like pee in her bed.
It's amazing that she's the one that got the UTI. She's the
Roxy
hygienic
will
one.
just sit there. Her eyes will get big. It'll be like.
Hang on, make that face again for the camera.
And then, you always know when her eyes get extra bulgy. And then like you'll see her like bum flex. Okay, this is how to groom your guinea pigs with Yaya. First, put a little water in your sink and place your pig in the sink. She may try to escape.
Yeah, well.
Make sure it's not too hot or too cold, and then wet your guinea pig.
Just sweet little face.
Get her belly because that's what's going to be dirtiest. I would have put a towel down at the bottom for her grip, but they tend to move it around on me. Then you've got your shampoo. This is the All Living Things brand. I also hear you can use baby shampoo. Lather it, and we're gonna rub it into the pig. The nasty, dirty pig. And we're gonna do her belly. The water as we need.
I think she's resigned to this.
Making sure it doesn't get too hot for pig.
Oh, I love.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, sweet baby. I love you.
I your nails. Oh, careful, you're fine. Don't be dramatic. Okay, that one looks fine.
We should have filmed Roxy doing this because Roxy didn't care. She just like
I
sat.
was being all like, it's sad movies.
Well.
Those ones look fine. You'll get my bang wet.
She's so cute. I know. We have 2 clean guinea pigs. And I still need to change my shirt.
The morning after her baths.
Her fur is so soft.
Don't you smell so much better?
Oh my god, she smells so good.
Yes, and her little belly's not all yellow and wet.
So I thought I'd film these backdrops before I put them away. So this is the kawaii one. And then this is the other side of it. And what I did is on some of the plainer sides, I put stickers. So these are a bunch of just colorful metallic stickers. This side doesn't have any. Then there's the unicorn background. Again, I filled it in with some unicorn and My Little Pony stickers, you can see. The cloud rainbow one. Some of these are Teen Skipper like tattoos. There's this one, which also came from the kawaii pack. You can see there's a bunch of little stickers on over here. And then this is the reverse side. I love this page. Okay, and then this is one of the Thanksgiving themed ones. It's really cute. I mean, ew, turkey, but you know, it's festive, I guess. The reverse side of that. Some of these have already gotten used. This is the other kawaii one. You can see I put under the hello, I put the word kitty. So cute. I had like some food stickers left over with faces that I thought went really well. This one's adorable. Back side, you can see more stickers. And this is the last one. This is the other fall one. This is the reverse side. So we have a very tiny haul we're going to include in this episode because there's not much to show and it would literally be 2 things and one it's not even doll related. So Colleen, oh that's Clyde. Clyde?
Yeah, that's fine.
Maybe that's what I heard earlier.
What are you doing? Don't be sassy.
Colleen found these fabulous Harry Potter figures. Yeah, these are your newest Harry Potter figurine type things besides your dolls.
I think they're metal. I'm about to open them. I think these are actually metal.
So this is Howie. Is this Arthur Weasley?
Percy
Weasley. Then Ronald. Okay, this is Arthur. I recognize him now. And then this is Hermione, right?
Yeah.
Andy. Calm yourself. Ever since I ripped the carpet out in the hall last year, they love to run and slide on this floor. This really old, gross linoleum. Can't you, Berber? Okay. Anyways, this is the ultimate find. This is the Freaky Fusion Catacombs, and I saw this and my heart fluttered. It was $5. Now it is missing like pretty much all of the furniture and like its tabletop, but I mean, it was a great deal, and you can use everything that's here. It's not like it's missing any of the major components.
So this is my Harry Potter miniature castle, and I also have another castle in Quidditch up there. Yeah, I've decided I'm gonna like put these in the castle because
They have kind of big bases. That's the only downside.
yeah, they do have big bases, but I like them better than these like tiny Polly Pocket dudes because they're a little more like
I have to dust these.
sturdy. I feel like 80% of the clips I film for Dolly Diaries show that I'm a bad doll mother. So it's June 20-something, 22nd maybe, and something like that. I'm on summer vacation. We're getting close to July, and winter attire. winter coat, Christmas dress. Okay, these guys aren't as shameful because especially what's on Keisha isn't seasonal. It's excuse time. I don't know if my face is actually in frame right now or not. I'm hoping it is. So, my excuse for why they're still in their holiday outfits. One, I got really busy with work this year because I went to a lot of the senior events at the school I work at. Two, I've been working on like Flickr related like retakes because normally I'm the one who dresses the dolls seasonally just because I have this real passion for undressing and redressing dolls. For some reason it makes me really happy. So Shelly usually leaves it for me to do. In between everything that was going on at work and just the fact that I've been doing so much for Flickr, like I've been using a lot of my weekend downtime for photography to help Shelly, like I set up the photos and then she takes them. I feel like I just haven't had the time or I haven't used the time to do that. But today, I am dressing all these fabulous ladies. What I'm doing today is I'm dressing all our historical dolls plus 2 babies because we have 2 old school like the classic Bitty Baby birthday outfit. 2 of those. One just doesn't have bloomers. So, 2 babies and every historical doll that has their birthday outfit out on the bed. I wrote myself a list to like grab some of the birthday related pets like Kirsten's kittens, which we have 2 sets of because my friend Lori at work actually gave us a second set with the reason they're going into birthday dresses is because, you know, we're doing this Dolly Diaries in honor of Roxy's birthday, because we don't know how old she really is. We've had her 4 years, but we don't really know. So, this is what happens when you have cats. I probably showed similar clips 100 times of a cat who just won't go away while I'm trying to do stuff. Yeah, he's being a pain. So the reason I haven't put away Molly's pajamas is because he's sitting on the bag. He can't get too comfortable there because I do need that bag, but before I dislodge the cat. Isn't she amazing? Okay, I still can't believe this doll is mine, and I mean, look at that hair. She's so gorgeous. It's actually like really exciting and at the same time like am I allowed to do this? Like, I mean, I did have her in other clothes besides her meat outfit and her pajamas for our Flickr photo shoot. It just still doesn't feel real that she's mine, and she just looks so gorgeous. I don't feel like the camera, oh, maybe from that angle, yeah. I mean, she is gorgeous. She looks really cute in this, and I don't even have the crown because I forgot to get it from downstairs, but I will get it. I definitely won't end up actually shooting the photo today, I don't think, because losing stamina over here, but I don't know if I want to finish dressing people today. I'm going to go check in with Shelly. And Shelly's putting them back on shelves. I'm doing some laundry. So these guys, their clothes were kind of dirty. His shirt looks like he'd been eating barbecue chips. And he's obviously not a Little Mermaid doll. Shelly just knew his outfit gets dirty a lot because he's right on the nightstand. And the cats are always going on there. I was trying to be lazy and not wash his pants because I didn't feel like it because they're red. Shelly just said unacceptable. I don't know if you heard her. She's right. I mean, Czar Nicholas, who's a dear old family friend, he deserves better. Just because, you know, I'm kind of hot from doing farm work and coming up and down the stairs.
You barely did anything.
I did farm work.
And you cleaned some eggs.
I cleaned eggs. I worked.
You did mowing.
Yeah. She's bullying me on camera. So this poor fellow, he deserves better from me, even if, you know, I was feeling lazy. So I noticed, like, when I poured the water in, it was very bubbly, whereas this isn't really bubbly because that's just laundry detergent. It's a little bubbly.
Is she coming? Does she got your treat? Do you hear? Oh, does she have your glass knife? Come on, Mom's got you on camera. You've got to squeak me live. Come
Roxy Island, look.
Yeah.
She stands right up. Isn't that adorable?
Isn't that nice?
So this is a setup I put together. Obviously the naked dolls are not part of the setup. This is how I clean the setup. First thing I like to do is undress all the dolls who are wearing the wrong clothes, because then I use 2 sorting bowls at once, and then I put away all the plastic pieces and then the furniture. Just like weird, I don't know. It's an OCD ritual, I think. But before I put everything away, I kind of wanted to show you guys. This is basically, I mean, literally everything is more or less the same as what Shelly and I put together several years ago. Like, I literally looked at how she arranged the table before and copied it almost exactly. Same with the mantle. The only difference is I think she cropped further out this time because we have this gorgeous backdrop that Shelly recently made. And I picked this one, so the other side, they all have 2 sides. The other side is another Thanksgiving one. But I'm saving this for another Thanksgiving themed photo we took for a series we did, not this past Thanksgiving, but the one before that. And I picked this one because I thought that complemented the rug that Shelly put up the rug. It's actually like a weird horse blanket. I don't even know what it goes to.
Look at that. Are you comfy? Yes. I see you've really peed on Princess Jasmine. Both Mousy, and do you like your llamas? Yeah. Are you comfy inside?
Dun dun dun. Where have all the brats gone? I decided I had too many and I decided to throw this whole shelf away. No, just kidding. Obviously, we've been dusting. So, this is kind of the mess that is the computer room / doll room at the moment. So this is where I usually put the backdrop when I'm shooting photos in here. So we were retaking faces. Then basically what we did for each shelf, I didn't film this because I needed to use as much as my camera battery on photos, is I would basically take dolls down one by one, dust them with my handy dandy special doll dusting makeup brush. Then Colleen would put them into piles, so there would be like one pile for dolls, like in here, that don't need their faces taken because they're duplicates and they don't have handmade earrings. This is actually a cat litter tray that was never used.
Or there's a few dolls toward the bottom in here that like we actually got,
They were recent enough.
they were like so recent that they'd already been done. Or
Yeah.
Dog and Destiny got done last year.
And then there'd be a pile on the floor of dolls that needed their earrings photographed. And then there would be a pile of dolls that just had facial close-ups that needed to be taken. So.
And then when I checked them off the list,
I show you. So this is what my old brats inventory looks like, with a bunch of like sticky notes and highlighter marks and stars to indicate how many pairs of earrings I needed to photograph. Yeah, it's insane. All of this is getting reprinted.
which is why we decided to scribble all over the old one.
Yeah.
And then as I crossed someone off the list, I would make new piles. So like here we have Fashion Pack dolls. This isn't all of them by far. Most of the Fashion Pack people are in here. Fashion Stylist, Bratz Boutique, Girls Night Out, and then I have the head games in the back to school, and then over there that's all hair gimmick dolls where she's aiming the camera.
Okay, so we'll start from this end and work our way there, and we'll start with the hair people again.
Yeah.
Okay, so feather edges.
Alright, I'm gonna try and dig them out. Sorry. So Shelly was out grocery shopping today, and she found me 2 things on sale that she knew I was gonna love. One is Quidditch Malfoy, who like I've wanted forever. My friend Courtney got me the Harry for my birthday, and I remember Shelly actually sent me while I was at school. She sent me a picture of Malfoy, like, oh hey, I didn't know they made Malfoy, and I'm like, I hope she bought Malfoy, but she didn't at the time.
$20.
Yeah, because he was.
If he was 15 originally, I would have bought him for you.
Yeah, she got him today for 15, and then he was 5. How much was he before?
I don't know. I think he was like $8 to $11.
Yeah, he wasn't even that much money before, but Shelly's like, they have so many of them, I'm just gonna wait and see if he goes on sale unless there's like just one left.
They had probably like 6 that none of them have moved in months.
And I got so distracted by the Harry Potter dolls that I actually forgot how much I wanted him. I mean, don't get me wrong, I look at him every time I'm in Walmart, but like, oh my god. So he's really cool. So he doesn't come with a name, like, he's not like Kevin or Scott, he's like, they didn't
Boy.
give him a name, he's just like the skipper.
That's literally what they
boy.
had him labeled as, I believe, at Walmart on the thing.
So
I couldn't think. I'm like, who does he remind me of? Not Zac.
he also reminds me of, you know, the little boy in Lethal House that looks like Frankie Muniz but isn't?
Yes.
Like
Yes.
the kid's a dead ringer.
Yes, that's exactly.
I was gonna say that's probably who he
That's
reminds
who I'm
us of
thinking
because we've seen him more recently.
But yeah,
Should I name him Graham? Because that's who he
Yes.
looks like. Because it looks even like that's who I was thinking of, but I was like, oh, the kid that looks like Frankie Muniz but isn't.
Yes.
What I really like about these Quidditch dolls compared to the one that I had growing up, my Quidditch Magical Powers Harry, but he's dressed as Quidditch, is that I find that, the way they did the boots, so they actually attached these to the boots, which my childhood doll, his knee pads, like, I have to keep them on with an elastic. And the same with the arm, because, like, they actually make them, like, clipping. I actually think, like, I know there are going to be people out there who disagree with me, but in many ways, I actually find him to be better quality than my childhood Magical Powers Harry. So yeah, I really like him. I love the head sculpt they used. I love this material. Like, this makes me so nostalgic for my Magical Powers Harry, who's still in my room. Like, this, the way this feels. It makes me think of when my dad got me the Harry. But I love how thick these robes are, and I love how soft the shirts are. These are just, I really think these are high quality dolls.
Yeah, I think the only thing that I don't think is very nice quality is actually the fabric that the shirt's made from.
But I find it's really
Like,
soft, which I like.
It's really thin, so it kind of looks like a lot of newer Barbie clothes, but it's, other than that, like...
I like the way it feels. I'm sorry. I didn't even look at little Graham. Oh, I love this shirt. It's so
pants are
cute.
nice.
Oh, wow. He's a nice doll. I'm sorry. I was all over
I think he's actually a
Malfoy.
lot nicer looking out of the box.
Yeah, I really like this line. You still see the, yeah. So, I really want the one with the black hair and that really cool.
I think she's Asian, right?
Yeah, well, I don't know her. Yeah, she might be Asian.
Camera out.
I never see you blinking.
Hi, Clyde. Clyde. Hi, buddy.
Can I help? Yes.
Oh, sweet boy. Where's Tootie?
He's right there. Yes.
Oh, is he on the lower shelf?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see him if I look away from the camera.
Oh, look at you. Oh.
Yes, Clyde.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
He's not usually that nice to me.
Oh. He lets me do this all the time.
So sweet. Because he knows you feed him. He doesn't understand that I pay for most of the food. Actually, no, you buy most of the groceries, so you pay for his food and everything.
Okay. Oh, can I kiss?
Still, Clyde. I work 10 hours a day so you can have a roof over your head. He's like, I don't care about that, Mom.
Okay.
I don't care about that, Mom.
You like to skip?
You're so handsome. Oh, Shelly, he just like is leering down at you. It's so cute.
Mom baked this just for you.
Oh, so cute.
Love you. Bartok. Oh, okay, we're not hearing. He's like,
And you guys already ate snacks. You can wait a while before dinner. A lot of interesting stuff going on here. So, why are all these American girls on the bed? So, these guys are the dolls that go in the wagon, the bunk bed, and Julie's bed. Oh, and Melody. Hi, Melody. Melody is going to be moving on to Julie's bed, too. And the bedding was dirty because the cats are always climbing all over it. And we were about to do the dusting anyway. Cecile just got here today. By now, you guys would have seen her welcoming video. So Marie is actually out drying with her because she got her pin curl redone. We're retaking the albums. So I already did all the Girls Day Girl of the Year dolls. Felicity and Elizabeth, Caroline are done, but Kirsten's not. I just did the Sams this morning, which is why they're all in the meat outfits, because that was the last look I did. So that's why all 4 Samanthas are in their meat outfits. I'm going to do the same thing with the Josephinas, because the last look I photographed will be all 3 in meat outfits. So we switched over to that great cactus background about a year ago, and ironically, I've literally been putting the Samantha dolls off forever, because I just didn't want to do them. And, but they were actually when we got Bethan, that was kind of what triggered us looking for a new backdrop. So here we have PJ, who, her leg keeps popping off, and Shelly bought new glue to see if she would stop that from happening, and it's just not holding. Like, the glue is actually, like, peeling off. If you're wondering where the piece that needs to be glued back on again is, I just put it in the Bratz case in a little jewelry bag. So in here we have some doll laundry. So, like I said, the beds are torn apart right now. So that's the canopy for Julie's bed. And that's Sam's Buster Brown dress. I said this is why they call it the brown dress, because it's like, it was dirty. The cuffs were turning brown. She always had it since 2004, so it's definitely, you know, it's old. Probably went outside when we were young. Is the blanket to Julie's bed. I find that the things that bleed the most are higher quality items. So American Girl, Vintage Barbie, and like certain Bratz items. Like for some reason the 2004 Phoebe and Roxxi shirts, the black parts always seem to discolor the pink and red parts. So I went to go put these on Sunny to go with that roll and go thing, which is why he's barefoot. And I realized that they were like, oh, it looks like they're already cleaning up. These will be able to hang up soon. This one's still a little dirty. These are the blankets for what Jess considers to be her bed. And this is Molly's tennis outfit, that Molly had really bad stains on the tennis outfit.
So I'm in the process of doing some stain removal treatments, trying to get rid of the yellowness on my Star Doll's legs and this one's arms. It's a squishier plastic, so it doesn't respond as well to this treatment. The front of Portuguese Empire Barbie is really awful, like you can see. However, if you think that's bad, Danish Barbie's front is not too bad, but this is her back. It's horrifying.
So I bought some new organizers at Walmart one day. One of them was one of the very big ones with lots of dividers that was about $7, and then I bought a smaller one for about $3, just to help organize our food better for Barbies and some of the smaller accessories, because we have gotten pieces over the years that have kind of changed what fits in what compartment, and that's what I'm doing in this clip. And you can also see my big secondhand fishing tackle box that holds some of the larger accessories. And I took a long time doing this, so I did not film the whole process. I spent a long time figuring out how to organize things. I'm very particular. I could easily sit and spend 3 or 4 hours organizing one thing. I get very obsessive, and I even brought up some of the drawers where we store larger Barbie food and dishes items after, and I reorganized that, which I might show in another episode of Dolly Diaries. You can see I have some things out on the table because I was reorganizing and like repairing things. But yeah, I'm going to close out this episode of Dolly Diaries because it's really long, and I apologize for the extra length, but so much of this footage was about the pets because it was for Roxy's birthday, and sorry if you're not into that, but you know, it's a really important part of my life, and I know a lot of people do enjoy seeing the pets. So next video for Dolly Diaries will be shorter, but this is all kind of out of date footage, and I just wanted to get everything I had on the computer and then start fresh so it wouldn't be so old. So I'll see you guys in the next episode, and until next time, love your dolls, love yourself, and love your life.